Twin flames, a topic that a lot of you had suggested that I talk about after watching some of my other videos and hearing about my own experience with my own twin flame. And to be honest, I think there's a very hard pill to swallow with the truth of what a twin flame connection is actually meant to be in our lives. So I'll share my story and hopefully there's something to glean from that. But before I get into any of that, let's first talk about what a twin flame connection is. So a lot of us are familiar with like the term soulmate or soul connection and the one, right? So a twin flame connection is even rarer than those. And diving a little bit into 𝚃𝚗𝚞𝚗𝚎's work, a lot of soul connections, as deep and intimate and even possibly repeating throughout multiple lifetimes as they can be, are a little bit more common. And I think that a lot of you watching could definitely attest to that. Like, you probably have had more than one in-depth connection on a soul level with another person. I know that I have. And you don't really get that kind of connection with everyone, but there are definitely more than one person for most of us that we have that connection with. But typically a twin flame connection, it's only one, and it's only potentially once in a lifetime. So the way that I heard that it was described to me is that a twin flame connection is essentially at the beginning of time, our soul was originally split in two, and then throughout history has been re-manifesting into this world, incarnating into this world, into different bodies to then meet up and find each other and help elevate each other's growth, both on a soul level and both on a, like mental, physical. It could literally be almost any plane. But since a twin flame connection is a soul connection, it typically has to do with the soul. So for the first time in a video, I'd like to refer to some notes that I've actually taken on twin flame stuff. Because there's also a little bit of alchemy that ties into it. But here's something that I gleaned from some of 𝚃𝚗𝚞𝚗's works regarding twin flames. The process of releasing old patterns, the familiar, is a secret alchemy that transforms twin flames from the inside out. Through the alchemical fires of our separation, we emerge reborn, finding new levels of liberation and the promise of a reunion grounded in the purest essence of divine love, our highest timeline. Now, obviously, a lot of us who are already sort of familiar with twin flames are familiar with twin flame reunions. So that yearning then becomes a quiet desperation for wanting to find our twin flame in this lifetime, or wanting to, if we already have met them, reunite with them in this lifetime, and that would be referred to as our highest timeline. But I do believe that we're getting this a little bit confused when it comes to what a highest timeline is. A quote from one of my favorite books, The Alchemist, that kind of really resonates with this theme. I love you because the entire universe conspired to help me to find you again and again forever. That's what a twin flame connection is in verse, essentially. I would like to also refer to Carl Jung, who also has a quote that touches on twin flames in a way. The union of opposites on a higher level of consciousness is not a rational thing, nor is it a matter of will. It is a process of psychic development that expresses itself in symbols. And so, let's get into the symbology of a twin flame connection, right? Because apparently when you meet your twin flame, they catapult you into awakening. Almost like just based on the connection itself. And I know that happened for me 12 years ago. I met this person that, you know, there was a physical attraction there, but like it was the dance of our words. It was the way that we would weave our energies together, whether it be through sharing song, jokes, different like types of movies and media stuff that we would nerd out about. And it's always good to like have a connection like that. It feels good to like have a deeper, like, oh my God, we have so much in common connection with someone. But it gets a little weirder when you start finishing each other's sentences or you start appearing in each other's dreams multiple times. But another thing about twin flame connections that's very common that you may be aware of is that deep in the nature of a twin flame connection is the separation. We are meant to be either separated from our twin flame or come back, or be separated, come back in another lifetime, and just continue this song and dance, which can sound very frustrating for a lot of us. We kind of just want to get there, right? Like why the separation? Referring real quick to another quote that I wrote down for this. And I wasn't going to share this before, but why not? This longing is the return message. The grief we cry out from draws us toward reunion. So it's like this longing kind of draws more out of us. And it's not just the connection itself that helps us like fully actualize on a deeper level, but it's also the separation, the pain of that separation that makes us want to, like, I guess, quote unquote, prepare in a way for that possible reunion by like diving deeper into our work and just wanting to, like, you know, when we finally see this person again or when we meet this person for the first time, that will be like our most actualized self that we possibly can be with the highest level of consciousness that we're able to achieve at that time. And in alchemy, I'd like to refer to a twin flame connection as the holy marriage, which is Eros Gamos, or sun and moon, gold and silver, right? The union of opposites, as what Carl Jung said, the union of opposites. And it almost doesn't make any sense, you know, like there's a mystical aspect to all of this. But here's the harsh truth about twin flames. I think not only is the separation necessary, but I think the reason why the separation is necessary is because the holy marriage, the full actualization, they're only meant to be a catalyst for it. We are the holy marriage. We are the sun and moon as one in divine union. We hold both divine masculine and feminine within us, and we could fully actualize for ourselves. We could use the pain of a failed twin flame connection, or, you know, like a Pinder union as a catalyst. But let's not fall into the trap of feeling like we need a twin flame connection in order to fully actualize. And that's the hard truth regarding twin flames that I think a lot of people get wrong, including me. I thought after 12 years that all the synchronicities that were happening and all the signs were kind of pointing to like us finally being able to, like, at the very least be friends again, because we were talking again. And apparently our conversations was helping to make big changes in her life. And I know they were doing the same for me, because I was catapulted into shadow work. I was catapulted into radical acceptance. And those were just extremely transformative for me, I know. And I know that all the changes that she's been going through were extremely transformative for her. But long story short, things didn't wind up working out the way that I thought. And it turned out that this person was not who I thought they were either. I still believe they are my twin flame because of the way that we burn in such a similar way. But I don't believe that a reunion is necessary for me to fully actualize. And I don't believe it's true for you either. I don't think we even, like, it's good to have these catalysts if we get to have them, but I don't think that we're meant to hang on them for self-actualization. I don't think that we're meant to hang on to them for just to achieve everything that we want to achieve in this lifetime. So I hope that if you're dealing with an imminent reunion, a failed twin flame connection, or you're just kind of yearning to like possibly meet your twin flame in this lifetime, just know that it's all in you. That with or without that flame, you are still that flame. So I hope that this video helped to shine a little bit of light on twin flame connections for you, and that you could own a little bit more of your power, and don't rely so much on that twin flame connection in order to earn that power, because you have that already. There's nothing to earn. You already got it. So have a good day.